This is the plaintiff, Marjorie Garvin. She says she hired the defendant to install an awning on her deck. He warranted the work and the fabric for 10 years, and 1 year later, the thing collapsed. When she called the defendant to come take a look so he could fix it under his warranty, he refused. And here they are. She's suing the unscrupulous businessman for $3,500, the amount she's owed. This is the defendant, David Yannick. He says he custom makes every awning he sells and is proud of his work. The plaintiff, however, didn't heed his warnings, left her awning up all winter long, and after a 2-foot snowstorm, the thing gave way and collapsed. He told the plaintiff awnings need to be maintained. She should have stopped her kids from playing video games to clear the snow off of it, because if she had, they wouldn't be here today. He's accused of yawning over a falling awning.
Thank you, Douglas. Marjorie Garvin.
Yes.
You are suing Edge Media, New York Incorporated, Edge Signs and Awnings, represented here by the owner, who is David Yannick?
Yes.
Okay. For $3,500, a cost to replace an awning that you say did not survive the warranty. Tell me what's going on.
Yes, the ornament fell down approximately.
You hired them to put an awning in your home?
Yes, in my home.
And do you have a picture of the awning?
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you have a picture of the awning after the work was completed?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, so do you always take pictures of your work after you install it?
All the work that I'm very, very proud of.
Okay, but you do always take pictures of your work after you install it?
Most work, yes.
Okay, is this your awning?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's nice. So that
you, Your
is over a patio area?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So what happened?
I went in my backyard one morning in the month of February and discovered that it was down on top of the deck.
Okay, and what caused it to be down on the deck?
Well, we did have a little snow.
A little snow?
We had quite a bit of
a
snow.
little snow?
We had quite a bit of snow.
Okay, you are in Staten Island.
Right, I am.
All right. Did you call him and tell him, come out here, look at this, and do
yes,
my work?
I did. I called him, and he did come out. He came out.
When did you come out there?
In February, I believe it was the middle-ish, Your Honor.
All right, and when you came out there, what'd you see?
I seen the awning down towards the middle. There was feet of snow on top of that awning.
Did you take a picture?
No, I did not.
Why would you not take a picture? You took a picture of the completed work, but you don't take a picture of somebody who's making a warranty claim that's
The claim was not at that point, Your Honor.
Yeah, but she's calling you in there not to have tea and cookies. She's calling you in there because she's complaining, I want you to replace this, and you didn't take a picture?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Do you have a telephone that takes pictures?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. It's my fault, Your Honor.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of short-sighted, but anyway, did you take a picture?
Yes, I did.
Can I see your pictures?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And when did you take these pictures?
I taken those pictures in late February. 1st of March, I'm sorry.
Okay, so it looks like one of the poles, what do we call them? What do you call it? Is there a name for the poles?
Pulse.
One of the poles ripped out from something. Something was causing it to rip out and crack, rip out from the bottom and then crack from up here. And then I guess that's what caused the, is this umbrella fabric?
Absolutely.
Which is nice and strong and good quality,
It is
and
the
that's what
best-
caused it to rip?
Best fabric on the planet.
Right. So what's your position? This broke, I have a 10-year warranty, so he should fix it.
Yes, I do.
And what's your position? It broke because you didn't maintain it with the snow issue.
So is it customary to take an awning down during the winter?
No, I never heard about it even.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
A lot of snow?
Yes. No.
And you leave them up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, going inside the courtroom.
Your Honor, it broke because it was not intended for heavy snow. In fact, when I did install it and I finished, I explained to her that she should brush it off or have me come and take off the fabric after the season.
Right. Well, what would that cost?
Maybe $75
So to take the fabric off so nothing will happen to it
and then reinstall it.
and then reinstall it.
Yeah, Your Honor, that was never said to me.
Well, okay, and there are some people who would, I mean, this is not a retractable awning. This is not an awning she could take off herself. This is an awning she'd have to pay you every year to take it. But short of doing that, how about just taking the snow off?
Absolutely, I explained that to her, Your Honor. And in fact, in my contract, it does say all work needs to be maintained in one form or another.
How often would you take the snow off the awning?
I didn't take the snow with the ornament, Your Honor.
How many feet of snow do you think the awning can take? I mean, it's only human.
But he put it out on the pitch. He told me it would last. He gave it to me in writing.
It will. What it won't last. It'll last, and the rain will roll away, and the snow might melt and roll away. But when you have snow on top of snow on top of snow, we had a lot of snow. A lot of snow this time. And if you don't take, if more snow falls before the next snow melts, and you have all this weight, that stuff weighs. And that is part. The maintenance part is your responsibility. It's not a problem with the workmanship. It's a problem with the maintenance if you don't take any of the snow away and just let it pile up.
But, Your Honor, on this, he has nothing about that.
About maintenance? Hand me your copy of the contract.
Yes. And I also have a trampoline in the backyard.
Yeah, you got to take the snow off the trampoline too.
That was nothing was done with that, and no harm was done, and that wasn't put up by professionals.
Trampoline material that is intended to be bounced upon by someone who weighs 200 pounds is not the same as Sunbrella fabric, as good as Sunbrella fabric may be. Now, according to you, he says nothing about it. I'm going to circle in your contract where it says something about it, which, by the way, is common sense and doesn't need saying. But in any event, it does say, so all work needs to be maintained in one form or another. And then it goes on to talk about a bunch of other stuff. But that sentence, all work needs to be maintained in some form or another, is common sense. I mean, you're a homeowner, you need to take care of your things, and you can't leave foot upon foot of snow weighing something down like that and not scoop the snow off. And you're gonna have a problem with your roof too eventually if you don't have some sense of taking the snow off. This is just fabric and some metal, and it's, how long have you been doing this?
10 years, Your Honor.
How'd you fare in Hurricane Sandy?
There were lots of calls.
Yeah, there must have been lots of calls.
Absolutely.
And Your Honor, I also want to make a statement here. These screws that he put this ornament up with is not for that ornament. These are the screws that he
Says
used.
who?
These screws goes up.
Says who? They're not for that.
I'm just saying this is
No,
not,
you can't just say. You need to have an expert tell me his workmanship was shoddy. That's why this fell apart. If you brought me another awning guy who came here, put his hand up to God and said, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, that guy's workmanship is shoddy. That's why this happened. It didn't happen because of the snow. You'd be winning this case. Okay? But, you know, if you're telling me point blank, I never took the snow off it, and I know how much snow there was, and for you to tell me, and I know how it piled and piled and piled and
Your Honor, if she would have called me, I would have came down there and helped her.
And helped her what, though? The thing is, nobody...
I would have took it as a sales call. No, I wouldn't have charged her.
To do what? You shovel the snow?
No, I wouldn't shovel snow. I would have shown her how to take the snow off the top of it easily.
How is it easily? Show me. I want to know.
You just get an extension pole,
And you
hook it
scrape.
onto a broom, and you just pull it down. That's it. I would have took it as a sales call.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and try to sell her on another one.
Well, either way, I mean, look, what I have in front of me is basically extremely straightforward. There is no evidence before me that it was shoddy workmanship. There is a lot of evidence before me that there was no maintenance, because you admit that you never took the snow off, and we all know how much snow, how many feet of snow was this season, and I just don't think you can expect it to survive that, because you still have to maintain your own home, and I find in favor of the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, what do you think of that? The plaintiff comes out losing his case. Come on over here next to me here a bit. Step in. What do you think of that?
Well, I didn't win my case. I didn't win it.
No.
No, I have nothing else to say.
Well, you should have maintained the situation,
Well,
right?
I'm being a woman. I did not know, and he didn't explain to me. He just told me that I had a 10-year warranty.
All right, okay. All right, then that closes it out.
Okay,
Head right down this way. All right, so put yourself in her shoes, She spent for the awning, she's got what she wants, and now it ain't working.
Yeah, but it does say in the contract, and I did explain to her clearly that you need to maintain the work in so much as take off the snow.
Yeah, could you have done a little more for her?
If she would have called me, I would have went down there for free and took it as a sales call to sell her on another awning for the other part of her house, and just took it off and explained to her, this is the way you do it. It's real easy.
If she would have called you, you would have gone down and taken the snow off?
Absolutely, for free, yes. I step up for my customers.
Harvey?
Short story, even with a warranty, you have a duty to care for the property that is under warranty, and if you don't, guess what? You are out of luck.